Soundstripe.
Hi, hello, it's me, the lovely Keisha D, and this is your random thought of the day, which almost was not a random thought because it was premeditated. Um, and I'm gonna tell you how this came about, right? So, I was just going about my normal day. I do my best thinking overnight, early morning, like literally, I would wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, just up for no reason, and I just start brainstorming and thinking of different ideas of content that I can create different videos and things and other stuff that I can incorporate into this page. And I'm like, yeah, I got all these great ideas. I'm gonna do this awesomeness. And so again, it wasn't gonna be a random thought because I had already thought it up. And it was already coming up in my head about what I was going to say. Largely, my whole premise for these random thoughts of the day is to literally for it to be my random thought of the day for whatever pops up in my head that day. Now, of course, I'm thinking through, but it'll be my random thought of the day, the thing that is impressed upon me for that day that makes the biggest impression on me that day. Anyway, today was a normal day, a Monday, but I've been doing really, really good about Mondays lately, where I'm not letting them bring me down or be like, oh my God, it's Monday, I hate it. No, I've been doing better about being positive. I had a decent day at work. There were no issues. Like, it was slow, ran out of inventory, whatever. You don't need to know all that, but decent day, had no issues to say the least. I wasn't feeling any kind of way today, hadn't been in my feelings or anything, which I am prone to do now because I am a Cancer, so sometimes I get in my little fifis, but you just have to let that be. But today was a good day. I wasn't feeling happy, sad, angry, or mad. It was just a day. So I was just doing some research and looking through some videos and seeing how I can best get my content out here because generally my whole premise behind making this channel, making these videos and then moving on to my podcast style is I have a message that I want to get out. I literally want to encourage people. That is my whole point. I want to encourage people. My motto is I'm your cheerleader. Let me be your cheerleader. Like, I want to make you feel better about yourself. I want to help you look deep into yourself and do that good work that we need to do together because I'm still a work in progress, believe me. I got some stuff. So, we can all work on this together, and that's the point of this channel, that I want to motivate you while you motivate me. We motivate each other, and then bam, we all motivated and happy. So, like, I'm again, the day was just a normal day. Everything was fine. Wasn't in any issues or anything. So, but like I said, I was watching these videos and getting kind of in my feelings, watching all this really good content and seeing all these people be viral. And sorry, my light went out. But see all these people making this really good content, even people who were doing the same thing that I was doing, and it was getting a little overwhelming. And I'm not I'm I'm a recently reformed low self-esteem person. Like, when I was a kid, had very high self-esteem, and then something happened along the way, and then after that it was just like, Keisha, you're gonna be a wallflower. You need to fade into the background. Nobody needs to pay attention to you. This is what you need to do. And I was very steadfast on that. I was keeping all the way in the background, really wasn't interacting with anyone. Personal relationships were falling to the wayside, blah, 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 blah. That is for another day. That is a conversation that will be had, though. But anyway, I'm recently reformed. So I'm putting myself out here, and just know that I say that to say that it's kind of hard for me to put myself out there because, again, I'm used to fading into the background. I'm going to be your cheerleader over there, not right here. But that's not what I could, that's not where I'm best served. This is the best way for me to reach a multitude of people, way more people than I could ever meet in my normal circle. So this is why I'm putting myself out there. But again, watching these videos was getting me discouraged, and I was starting to think, well, nobody's watching these, and nobody gonna watch these. And don't get me wrong, I wasn't expecting to blow up as a success overnight. I wasn't gonna wake up and see millions of views on my little videos. I wasn't expecting that. That wasn't the point. But it was me looking into the future as I so normally do, overthinking things and saying, no one's ever going to watch your videos, girl. You ain't saying nothing important. Like, you ain't got no super talent. Ain't like you out here doing the next TikTok dance and whatnot. Like, you ain't doing the next fad. You ain't making the next craze. Like, you aren't making engaging videos and stuff and doing skits and pranks and all that. Like, you're literally just sitting here talking to people. What's special about that? Anybody can do that. It's not like you're certified. You're not a therapist. You're not a psychologist. You're nobody's psychiatrist. You're not even a life coach. Like, you're literally just a random person who has had life experiences that you want to share, and that's great. But like, ooh, what's that? Like, who cares? But and in my moody mood, I put one of my emo stats up on my Facebook page, and let me tell you, when you need to hear encouraging words, I can assure you, the right people will come at the right time saying the right things. This is why it's important that you put good positivity out there so that you can receive it. Because it's one thing to pour into people, it's another thing to be receptive of being poured into. And I needed to be reminded that this is not a sprint. This is a long race. That's that 400K. Is that what they call it? You know, I'm not a runner. But I'm saying, this isn't that long. This isn't the short game. This is the long game. I'm trying to be here for however long I'm meant to be here. I was put on this, told to get on this platform for a purpose. Because again, I want to see people be great. Like, really, seriously. I've always been in a helper position, and I've always been okay with that. I don't need to be on the forefront. I don't have to be the one in the front. I don't have to be the CEO. I am happy making your dreams come true. Because for me, that is success. If I can see you be great and be like, I helped in that. Like, I was there. That's good for me. That works for me. That makes me happy. So this, coming to you all, being able to pour into you what has been consistently poured into me all these years, all those years when I was down and depressed and going through my issues, and I was always wondering, why am I going through this? It was so that I can get to this point to where I can encourage you, because I know what it's like to be discouraged. This wasn't my first rodeo today. This wasn't the first time I dealt with discouragement. I'm used to that. I've been discouraged. I've been disappointed. I have been in places and positions of, oh my goodness, how am I going to get out of this? How did I get into this? What is wrong with me? Why do I keep putting myself in these situations? Blah, blah, blah. Or you feel like you're on the right track sometimes, and then you get into your little head, and it's like, ain't nobody ever gonna want me to do that. Nobody's gonna listen to that. Or I can't really do that. I ain't nothing special. I'm happy I went through that period, because I've come out of that. And this is gonna be a running theme with my channel. Learning. I don't want to say I've learned. I am learning, and we're gonna learn together. We're gonna use the ing a lot. We're learning, we're accepting, we're growing, and we're not going to be discouraging towards ourselves or anyone else, because again, the motto here, and we got a lot of mottos, right? But the motto here is to be kind to you. Give yourself some grace, because you deserve. You deserve. If you've done all that you can, and you're trying to make it and stay on that right path, and you got something inside of you that you just feel bubbling up, and you know you need to get it out, get that out. However you need to get that out, get that out, because it needs to be seen. It needs to be heard. It needs to be felt. I promise you, if you have that urge inside of you, and you have this talent that you need to share, you need to get that out however you need to do it, because you would be doing yourself and those around you and everyone else a disservice by not shining your little light. And I think my light going out earlier was a, a nice little thing to get my point across. And I'm gonna leave that in there. I'm not gonna edit that out. So I say all that to say this. I'm glad I got into my feelings today because it brought me back to the purpose of what I'm doing this for. I'm not here for the next fad. You're not gonna see me pop lock and drop. Well, you might. Okay, let me not lie. You might see me pop lock and drop it because I just like this. I'm silly. I'm a bubbly person sometimes, but I mean, I don't see myself being the next big sensation. I ain't gonna be the next Mr. Beast or whatever. But I'm going to be and do the best thing that I can do and be the best person that I can be for you. So again, bringing this all to the end. If you stayed this long to see the end of this video, I appreciate you so much. I appreciate every view I've gotten and every subscriber. I am so thankful for all the support that I've gotten. And I know we're only going to go up. As of course, because we're supposed to say things like this. If you like this video, please hit the like. If you want to see more, subscribe. If you have ideas of, because again, I'm going to do the podcast for my longer videos. If you have ideas, please put them in the comment section. I will have all of my links to all of my socials in the comments as well. You can also find them in my bio. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Stick around. I think we're going to do great things together. All right, y'all. I'm going to catch you on the other side. Bye.
Soundstripe.